Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Dibes, Mr. Crockpot on Twitter. Today, we are breaking down the top 5 edge rushers in the 2024 NFL Draft for the Philadelphia Eagles. Guys, if you love the draft and you want more draft content, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Let's go. I know, guys. Before we get started, could Howie Roseman go back to back drafting defensive linemen in the first round of the draft? One caveat to this position: after you get past these guys that we're going to be talking about today, there is a huge cliff in talent in the mid to late rounds at the edge rusher position. That being said, let's get to my number 1. Medicals will be important, but Latu would be a clear top 10 pick next April based on pure natural ability. Latu wins with unbelievable hand usage and closing burst. His ability to avoid the tackle's punch and dip under them is simply next level. When linemen overset, Latu can counter quickly with an inside move. His pass rush plan will translate well at the next level and make him an impact player as a rookie. Latu's motor always runs hot. We've seen him track down quarterbacks on several plays when structures break down. No matter the point in the game, Latu is always going 100%, which NFL coaches will love. Latu is very simply as a run defender and has the play strength to shed blockers. The most underrated part of Latu's game is his ability to finish wins. He has that extra burst to get to the quarterback, leading to 13 sacks in 2023. Overall, the Bruin has a few flaws in his game. He could afford to be more gap disciplined, and there are a few tweaks in his technique as a pass rusher that he still needs to iron out. But the neck injury will be most teams' biggest hesitation when considering drafting him. Schematically, the UCLA product has primarily played as a stand-up outside backer in odd fronts and has the athleticism to drop into coverage. That might be his best scheme fit, but he should have no problem playing as a hand-in-the-ground defensive end for an even front team if need be. It's not the strongest edge group at the top this year, and Latu has helped tremendously to elevate it. Latu possesses the upside to be a true number 1 pass rusher in the NFL. A technician with high-end athleticism, Latu is a blue-chip prospect in the 2024 NFL Draft. Let's watch some highlights.
And it's Latu with back-to-backs. Call. Pressured immediately, and he goes down. Latu there.
And they'll give it to him. Looking to stretch it outside this time.
He'll pitch it. Davis. Corralled in the backfield. He's going to lose half a yard. Latu got...
3-man rush again.
3rd down and 4. Rising.
That's beautiful defense right
great
there,
defense.
Wonderful defense.
By A2, Latu.
USC. Williams to the air again. Pressure up the middle. Williams in trouble. Steps up. Eludes guys. Takes off.
Plays off as fast as they possibly can, needing 2 scores.
McCall sacked again.
Jared Verse is a physical marvel. He has an NFL-ready body and is one of the most physically intimidating players in the country. He has great play strength with the power to bull rush tackles with ease. Verse possesses a remarkable burst off the snap, allowing him to gain instant leverage against opposing offensive linemen. His rapid acceleration and ability to penetrate the backfield disrupt plays right from the outset. He can convert speed into power better than anyone in college football. Jared Verse will be a versatile chess piece for any defensive coordinator at the next level. He can line up as a traditional edge rusher, slide inside to play as a defensive tackle on obvious passing situations, or even drop into coverage. Verse is also relentless in his pursuit of the ball, and Verse's high motor and tireless work ethic set an example for his teammates. His play intensity is infectious, and it's one of the first things you notice when you turn on a Florida State football game. While possessing an impressive burst, Verse doesn't show a lot of bend at the top of his rush. He can play a little stiff at times, which can prevent him from finishing some plays. That tightness I see from him, especially when coming off the edge, makes me concerned just for the fact that we're talking about a top draft pick. While proficient in pass rushing, Verse's run defense technique could benefit from refinement. He occasionally takes aggressive angles from open running lanes, and a more disciplined approach will help him consistently seal the edge against the ground game. Overall, Jared Verse's explosive first step, versatility, and relentless motor project him as a promising edge prospect at the professional level. NFL teams will undoubtedly value his ability to disrupt plays in the backfield and generate pressure. Right now, I've got a first-round grade on Jared Verse, and I'd be shocked to see him fall past the top 20 selections of the 2024 draft. Let's watch some highlights.
Lost the football. It rolls out of bounds.
To exploit. They give it back to him, and he's yanked down by Jared Verse.
Teams and this selection committee under these circumstances.
Plummer again. And guess who? Jared Verse.
Drones, backside pressure, and he's sacked at the 34. Tootin on the sidelines, Thomas in for him. Drones sacked back at the 32.
Dallas Turner might be the best pure athlete in this year's edge class. He has a good get-off and is a smooth mover when working laterally, not to mention his speed, which allows him to close on quarterbacks and make hustle plays down the field with chase down tackles. Dallas Turner's athleticism stands out as a pass rusher, as he's able to execute a difficult ghost rush move at the highest level. A lot of that has to do with his bend, as he has a limber lower half to turn tight corners at the top of the rush. The latter also pops up during his dip rip move and when he wins around the edge in general. The general question about Dallas Turner's game is how well he can hold up against the run. Turner is only 242 pounds, which is on the light side for a defensive end. He also has trouble disengaging blockers and at times has difficulty setting the edge. While this is a legitimate concern, if he is put in the right scheme at the next level, this liability can thus be covered up. Schematically, Dallas Turner's best fit is as a stand-up outside linebacker for a team that uses a lot of odd fronts. Unlike most of the prospects I evaluated so far, I feel confident that Dallas Turner is who he is. Whether Turner can overcome his lack of size and strength depends on the coaching he gets. It's not like the power is awful, but NFL tackles will be much stronger in the pros. When Alabama lost Will Anderson Jr., I assumed Turner would take a step down, but he in fact did not. Dallas Turner got better and better as the season progressed, and that is something you just love to see. If Dallas Turner gets paired with some other high-end talent and a competent defensive coordinator, his weaknesses can be shattered, which could lead to a very, very talented professional player. Overall, Dallas Turner is a fun edge rusher, but whoever takes him has to acknowledge that he is raw and will need time before he becomes something at the next level. Let's watch some highlights.
Dark pressure's coming. He's trying to avoid it. Flags come in, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Dallas Turner chased him down. 2nd and 8. Johnson, pockets collapsing. Down he goes. Turner is there. So is Aboigbe.
Jefferson in the air. Gets hit. And down he goes. Dallas Turner.
And he's going to get a big, much-needed sack on KJ.
Well, he's back up, and so's the Tennessee offense, but Milton's going the wrong direction. Down he goes, way back inside the 40.
When it comes to rushing the passer, Braylon Trice is able to consistently win at the point of contact, gain leverage, and bull rush the blocker into the quarterback. This seems to be his go-to and most effective move. However, you can't be a one-trick pony and succeed in the NFL. Unfortunately for Trice, it seems like that's what he is at currently. He has limited pass rush moves, his hand usage isn't very good, and his first step is inconsistent. His arsenal of moves definitely needs an expansion at the next level. When it comes to stopping the run, Braylon Trice is one of the best run defenders in the draft. He's able to win the point of contact and gain control over the blocker. From here, he can shed and disengage whenever needed to make a play on the running back. He understands where his gap is. If a running back runs through it, he will be met. Something to be concerned about is his tracking. There are times he takes his eyes off the ball and ends up losing it, thus rendering him unable to make a play. Trice also has a relentless motor, continuously trying to get pressure on the quarterback. If his first move doesn't work, he's capable of countering with a second move and even a third move if necessary. Even if he's double teamed, he's doing what it takes to get past it and make an impact on the play. I have Braylon Trice as a low floor, high ceiling prospect. Initially, it may take him some time before he makes a real impact due to his lack of pass rush moves and questionable instincts. However, with his strength at the line of scrimmage, ability to get leverage, and run defense, he represents an intriguing prospect. Right now, I've got a round 1 grade on Braylon Trice, and any team that drafts him will be getting a big-time player for their defense. Let's watch some highlights. If NFL draft players are movie stars, then Chop Robinson's first step and get-off is simply worthy of the big screen. His ability to crash across the face of blockers into the B-gap or explode up the field as an outside speed rusher is one of his biggest winning traits. Speed is one thing, but when you pair it with the athleticism and bend he showcases on the edge, that's what really gets the juices flowing. When it comes to his physical foundation, Chop Robinson appears to have plenty of room on his frame to add mass. He needs to learn how to play the run with more consistency. You like his ability to get into the backfield and make disruptive plays, but Robinson's anchor and ability to play with strength along the point of attack is a big area for growth. He needs to add strength so he can survive the early downs at the next level. We've seen more physical teams up front give Chop Robinson major problems. I think Chop Robinson is a little bit of a developmental prospect. I do not see him as an every down player just yet. However, I absolutely love his upside. If Robinson improves his ability to win against the run and provide more power into his rushes, we could be looking at one of the better edge defenders to come out of this draft class in a few years from now. The fascinating aspect about Chop Robinson is that he's not a finished product whatsoever. The athleticism, size, and power are all legit, but the little things from a technical standpoint need some developing. Where he goes and how he gets utilized will be pivotal with his versatility and athletic ability. I think Chop Robinson gets selected sometime between rounds 1 and 2. Let's watch some highlights.
Feeling the pressure coming from the side. Chop Robinson gets to it.
Including the only touchdown for West Virginia today. Try to get it back to him. That is absolutely perfectly played. And who else but Big 4-4 Chop Robinson?
Does not prevent anything.
36 yards on the pickup, but now Finley loses the ball in the backfield. He's able to cover it.
Deep backfield for Tuttle. And he will get swallowed up for another sack.
Now they bring pressure. Barnes swarmed and sacked.
All right, guys, those are my top 5 edge rushers in the 2024 NFL Draft. Before we wrap this up, I want to talk about one more honorable mention that I think is climbing up the ranks, and I expect him to crush the draft process and scouting combine in the coming months. Let's check him out. Chris Braswell exploded in 2023 as he got onto the field more for Alabama, and his draft stock has followed suit. The Crimson Tide pass rusher has the skill set to have a legitimately impressive NFL career. Quite frankly, Chris Braswell is faster than Jimmy John's. There are multiple reports that he has clocked in excess of 21 miles an hour during the 2023 offseason program for the Tide, a testament to just how explosive this guy is. He's a strong run defender who plays with his pants on fire. While there's no denying that he could be productive as a pass rusher at the next level because of his impressive first step and surprising power, his ceiling is almost certainly tied by his physiological limitations. In an underwhelming pass rushing class and considering his development as a run defender and pass rusher in 2023, it shouldn't be surprising to see him go sometime within the first 2 days of the NFL Draft. He won't be best suited as a top pass rushing option on a team, but he'd be an outstanding complement to a more pass rush focused edge, just like his situation at Alabama. For as good as the bright flashes are as a pass rusher, Braswell is likely going to need further development to offer a comprehensive pass rush plan off the edge. His athleticism earns him a number of clean wins, but when he's setting against NFL starters, is he going to have the clubs in his bag and the muscle memory needed to counter in real time? That may take added coaching and, just as important, reps. Chris Braswell is really a ball of clay for an NFL defensive coordinator to mold. He's got the foundations of a quality starter at the next level, and his recent flashes as a pass rusher seem to indicate that this is a bet worth placing. I would expect his pedigree and potential carries him to a lofty selection sometime in that day 2 range. Let's watch some highlights.
Bravo, Braswell! And it's blocked by Alabama. And they're going the other way. And it's Chris Braswell down the sideline. Alabama scores. Trying to catch his breath. 3rd and 9. Thorne in trouble. And he's going to go down. Alabama got to him.
Allen showing pressure off the edge here.
They're down in 6. And they're able to get to Leary and then just thrown back by Chris Braswell.
College game.
Very much so. Brown, incomplete. Threw it at the feet of Jason Littlejohn. And he is slow to get up. If he does get up, he took a shot.
Yeah, he did take a shot.
Yeah, you're going to watch this hit. Brian Brown with the fake out, steps up in the pocket. Oh, my God.
Wide on the snap. Battiato taken down. Chris Braswell with the sack for Alabama.
Well, they're sliding in that direction. Right tackle.
All right, guys, those are my top targets at the edge rusher position for the Philadelphia Eagles in round 1. Do you agree or disagree with those rankings? Let me know down in that comment section below. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Stay awesome.